Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We've got a new video for you today, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to take regular titanium and compare it with black titanium. Now they look the same during the day, but after we machine a ring and get through that whole process, we're going to blacken these and kind of compare and contrast what the difference is between black titanium and regular titanium is. Alright, so let's jump in.
The first step in this is to cut off a blank, make it a little easier to work with on the lathe. So I'm taking this over to our metal bandsaw and we're gonna just cut off a chunk. Black titanium is a special alloy of titanium where titanium and zirconium are mixed together. It looks just like titanium normally when it's been cut and machined and all that, but when you blacken it, it has a different durability to the finish of the blackening, and that's what we're gonna be showing you in this video. All right, now that we got that done, we're gonna move over to the lathe. We're gonna put the little chunk that we just cut off into the jaws, and we gotta start coring out the inside so that we can size it. So slowly but surely we're getting through. We're coring it with a smaller bit and then going to a bigger bit, and we're just getting it so that we can get a boring bar to start cutting the inside and get the inner diameter to the right size for the ring size that we're trying to make right now. Now I'm using just a little bit of water to keep it cool. Nothing too crazy. I know a lot of people use oils, but we're not doing huge, deep, hard passes. So I'm just really trying to keep it cool, preserve the bits, and make sure we don't light too much fires. But when we get into the boring bar, you're gonna see what that looks like, because that will definitely ignite some sparks. All right, there we go. We got a bunch of fireworks. This is probably one of the most exciting parts of cutting this type of metal, is the chips can light on fire. Most people don't know this, but titanium, the chips at least, are flammable. And the zirconium really lights up very quickly, the other alloy that's in here. And it's just really quite exciting when it strikes. All right, so we're gonna just keep sizing this thing out now. I'm gonna do lighter passes and then also use a lot more water so we don't have too many sparks. Every time it sparks up, we kind of gotta put out the fire a little bit. So we're just gonna go a little slower now through the rest. I just wanted to show you the fun fireworks that these things can create when you're cutting. All right, now that we got the inside done, we got to move to the outside and cut down the outer diameter to the size that we want. Otherwise, we're going to end up with a ginormously thick ring, which is cool in itself, but not exactly something you'd want to wear in your daily life. We want to make this comfortable and a really nice looking ring. So we're going to start shaving down the outside. All right, now that we got the outer diameter done, I am going to put a chamfer on it, or a bevel. And this is probably one of my favorite things to do because I just like how this looks. And also it's a very satisfying thing because you start at the corner, it's a nice fine cut, and then slowly you dig into the ring a little bit more, or dig into the metal, and the cut becomes a more broader chip that's coming off. It's just a very satisfying feeling to cut, and it looks really cool when it's all done. I'm a big fan of bevels. All right, so we got the outside chamfered and I'm really happy with that. We need to do the inside and add some comfort fit. So we're gonna kind of do a rounded chamfer on the inside. And so what I've got here is my handy dandy Dremel. I've got some heavy grit paper on it, and we're just gonna go to town. You're gonna see some more sparks flying. This is a lot of fun. We're also gonna take out the machine marks from the boring bar on the inside and just kind of clean that up before we sand and polish it. All right, so I'm happy with the comfort fit. I'm happy with the inside smoothing. Now the fun part is a lot of sanding. This is where you just sand until your fingers hurt and you can't deal with it anymore. And so we're just gonna sand, and we're slowly gonna walk up the grits. All right, so the next step is the blackening process. And fortunately, the blackening process with this black titanium is super, super easy. All we do is we hit it with a torch until it turns black. And so you slowly just kind of keep the torch at a distance and you hit it evenly all the way around and you slowly blacken it. And that's kind of the process. That's it. All right, so the next process is we've got to take the regular titanium and we have to blacken that because we're going to do a comparison between the black titanium and regular titanium and which finish is more durable. So the regular titanium's process of blackening is very similar to the black titanium's process, except for we add a step and we have to do it multiple times. So we're going to take the regular titanium, heat it up to a red hot molten color, and then we're going to quench it into oil, and we're going to repeat this process 2 to 3 times until we have a really nice black appearance. I've got both rings here, the black titanium on the right and the regular titanium on the left. And you can see the difference after blackening and after all this process, you can see the total difference between the two rings. The black titanium has a way better sheen, way better look. It just looks so much better. Now we're gonna go ahead and sand them both for quite a bit of time and really beat the tar out of them to see what happens. And here they are after a couple minutes of sanding. You can already tell how much better the black titanium held its finish. It is so much more durable than the titanium that we simply just blackened. This black titanium really is very, very durable. It's completely surprised us at how much abuse it can take without even showing any signs of wear. This new black titanium ring can be found on our website. The link is in the description below, or head to patrickgatordesigns.com to pick yourself up one today. And don't forget to subscribe because we got some more videos coming out soon, and we're very excited about these because they are going to be amazing and you don't want to miss them.